For my CRM final, I decided to re-envision advertisements for feminine hygiene products. And I created a brand of tampons called Flow, where the packaging would double as education about menstruation. The goal of this packaging is to combat the beliefs and stereotypes that advertisements for feminine hygiene products have produced through harmful language and imagery in the past. Additionally, I created a survey and questioned young people ages 14 to 19 to determine the interpretation and influence of language being used throughout the advertisements from mainstream brands. The survey responses also point out the main concerns of young people, their experiences with menstruation, and possible internalized sexist beliefs about their own bodies. To begin my research, advertisements in the 90s and 2000s for products such as pads, tampons, and vaginal cleansers have enforced beliefs around menstruation and vaginas. My analysis concludes that advertising produced throughout these decades similarly present the same ideology. The main messages include the functionality of the product, protection or lack of, concern about freshness/odor. Each of these ideas is linked to an unspoken worry of being found out and linked to a biological process such as menstruation or a presumed vaginal odor. This product is meant to liberate the user from all of these issues. In reality, these advertisements that appear to be aimed at women and people who menstruate are producing sexist thoughts and beliefs by enforcing stereotypes with the repeated use of specific language. In 1990, Kate Kane made some interesting observations in the ideology of freshness in feminine hygiene commercials. Kane notes American advertising's obsession with sanitizing the body, the prevention of bodily odors, and the masking of natural processes from the outside world. She emphasizes that each individual is responsible for bodily pollution or maintaining their own fluids. Kane states, quote, "The very existence of a special category, feminine hygiene, indicates that female bodies require specific cleansing rituals. Television's prescription for menstrual pollution avoidance is historically and culturally specific. Feminine hygiene commercials must be seen as positioned on the continuum of American body beliefs at a point of intersection with the iconography of gender difference," end quote. American advertisements throughout history have avoided menstrual pollution, aiming to sanitize female bodies. These advertisements have presented a specific view of menstruation and feminine care, emphasizing that a specific product is necessary to avoid odor, remain fresh, and stay protected from the potential of being found out for bodily processes. The pressure behind this maintenance is a form of social control and is sexist as it perpetuates a stereotype solely based on sex. For my creative project, I developed packaging that did not perpetuate these harmful stereotypes or negative language. The goal was to keep the design simple without shying away from what the product was actually for. I went with a black, white, and red color scheme to indicate the product is for menstruation and that it's nothing to be ashamed of. The product wrapper also has a wavy, flowing design in the same colors. This is meant to encourage people to accept the reality of menstruation for the natural process that it is, while understanding it doesn't have to be viewed as something that is gross or unclean. This color scheme also contrasts the typical hyper-feminine packaging that includes pink or floral designs. Additionally, I provide a written detailed explanation of what happens during menstruation, general facts about the body, information regarding menstrual health, and when to reach out to a healthcare provider. Packaging is meant to provide general education about menstruation for any young person who may not be informed when their period first starts. Packaging could be appealing or educational for people of any age or gender identity, but it's aimed towards young adults. I also included affirmations on the sides of the boxes along with survey results. This is meant to enforce, again, that periods are normal and that other adults feel the same way. And that's all. Thank you.